Welcome back to another video. Today's review is focused on Atlanta Season 4 Episode 3 entitled Born to Die. And the official synopsis of this episode is, I'm tired of all of these old heads hating. Just let me listen to my Italian drill music and blue-eyed trap in peace. Y'all can listen to D'Angelo or whatever. And before I give out my review, please like the video, subscribe or comment, or just watch the video and keep going on with your day. Episode 3 wasn't bad as there was a lot more references in here, and Atlanta just does a good job of just making somebody just think about these different things that they talk about in here, of course. But yeah, the episode starts off with just Alfred basically getting a deal of a lifetime. Help a kid learn how to rap like Paperboy and be like Paperboy from $1 million. And honestly, I was a little bit worried. I kind of had bad vibes about this whole ordeal because why would somebody pay you $1 million just to help you rap and everything else? Like, there has to be something a lot more bigger than this deal of a lifetime. And Alfred, his episode in here was definitely interesting as he thought about his future in rapping, about how he could possibly die out in relevance, and just how YWA, Young White Avatar, is taking over the game. How if you help manage a up and coming white rapper, more record deals, bigger singles, more money, and stuff like that. As I just thought that YWA was just pretty interesting in this episode, as how there definitely is some truth to that. I'm not going to say what, but there definitely is some truth to that though. As Alfred, he decides to help out Yodel Kid, who's becoming a rapper. Long story short, Yodel Kid becomes platinum, but then he takes himself out the game just like that. I don't know if it was because of drug issues or he just couldn't handle the success, but yeah, Yodel Kid is a shirt now. But yeah, meanwhile, Ernest's episode in here was definitely interesting and weird at the same time. At his new job where they scout different people for managing them, his company is dealing with a controversy as some lady who pulled a gun on a black kid is now getting sued by him after writing a book about her experience. People in there talking about how to like twist the narrative, just like how it is in media nowadays, saying that the black kid comes from a bad neighborhood or trying to bring up the black kid's crimes if he has any, just trying to paint the black kid in a negative light, like how it happens a lot in media. When somebody dies, all of their crimes get brought up or all of their faults get brought up as a person. And Ern decides that he is going to try to find D'Angelo and sign him. It becomes a lot more weird as he finds D'Angelo at a rallies and he has to wait for him for a couple of days because the guy's not letting on. I really did enjoy the fact of how they decided to throw in that joke about this signing water, about how awful it is, how disgusting it is. Because I remember during the pandemic, I saw a photo that all of the waters was taken except for the Zani. So that should just tell you something how awful that water is. But sometime later, he does find D'Angelo. And honestly, I was surprised that it wasn't the actual D'Angelo, but it had a bigger meaning towards it. And I was really surprised by it. And I thought that the bigger meaning was something a lot interesting, and how the actual D'Angelo stopped making music for a few different reasons. All of them were pretty sad. How people wasn't really focused on the music, but was focused on him and stuff like that. It's just a lot. It's pretty sad when you read it and everything else. Not a lot of Darius in this episode. No Van once again, unfortunately. But the episode basically ends with just Yodel Kid getting a posthumous award for best rap album, and Al just thinking about life, I assume. Episode 3 wasn't bad in my opinion. Yoda Kid, YWA, Young White Avatar were all pretty interesting. Earn finding D'Angelo in the weirdest of places was pretty surprising. Designing water, that kind of stuff though. Like, episode was solid though. As for what I want to see next, honestly, I don't know. I'm just going to enjoy the experience of Atlanta season 4, as so far there have been a lot of different references to past episodes and just past situations that has happened within the last few years. So I can't wait to see who is going to guest star, and I just can't wait to see what is going to happen next for everybody. But as always though, just thank you for watching, and until next time.